I wanted to get to level 60 as fast as possible on this second account, my Torrent Druid. So I turned on the forbidden program, RestedXP. Initially, when I started playing World of Warcraft, my chat bade me not to use RestedXP, as they felt it might cheapen my journey as a first-time WoW experience. RestedXP is a program that is very good at telling you efficiently how to follow the optimum path for questing and going through the World of Warcraft. By doing so, by following its path and following its very careful instructions, you'll be able to have a carefully dotted out plan that either focuses on maximum survivability and a streamlined XP gaining experience, or by following a bit more of a hardcore path where you speedrun more. Overall, this is like an amazing add-on that people can use in order to have that streamlined experience and have a faster leveling per hour than you otherwise would if you just try to find your own way in the World of Warcraft. However, even though I've been using it for 8 hours, I realized I didn't really enjoy the experience that much. Many jokes have been made about RestedXP, how you just follow the mighty arrow that points you towards the next objective in your questline, and that you should pretty much quell all independent thought, as it's only going to be leading you astray and leading you to a less effective, less optimal path. And I did ignore the arrow during some of it, and that did weaken my experience of RestedXP. Because I ended up being overleveled, killing more mobs on the way, ignoring what the almighty arrow and the guide said, I ended up being overleveled for quests that it thought I should still follow. After all, this is a guide that needs a little bit of manual tinkering if you diverge from the path. It doesn't know what level you are. It's not so AI integrated that it would know if you're this level, I'm going to be going straight to the next step and ditch these quests and automate, etc., etc. Or maybe it does if you calibrate it better. I don't know. I've only used it for a couple of hours. But the fact of the matter is that I felt that it was taking away some independent thinking. It was removing my ability to perceive the world as it was, to have the joy of the freedom of my own choices. And even though the original reason that I started using it is still true, in that I want to make level 60 by a certain date, I'm finding that it is ruining too much of my enjoyment to be wanting to use it. Possible I turn it on again later if I end up getting messed up and not being as fast as I want it to be, but most likely not. I think this is, at least for this Torrent Druid here, my third character in this WoW Classic adventure, the end of RestedXP for now. And I'm back to my good old questy tracker. No doubt with a bloated quest log, inefficient pathing, but having a whole lot of fun on the way. I think this is the right choice for me. Ultimately, it's gonna be right for many people, but perhaps for me, I didn't feel like it's right because I wasn't looking at the world anymore, I wasn't making my own decisions anymore. And although I did find it fascinating sometimes to see how RestedXP would calibrate me to walk towards a certain town, ignoring all quests on the way, because it knew that later it's going to teleport me to Moonglade, and then I'm going to Hearthstone back to this Hearthstone to this inn, and then I'll have 4 quests together in one place, and it's super efficient. I find that efficiency interesting, and I could never make it as efficient by myself. But I think the sacrifice is too great. So at least for now, I'm going to be questing onwards without RestedXP, and hope you enjoy the journey. I stream live every day on Twitch on the username Grubby. Hope to see you there sometime. Thanks for watching, and this is why RestedXP may not be right for me and my experience.